Last night, Superman and Lois came on CW, and people were saying, CW is just some more trash, more trash. CW sucks, CW's this, CW's that. I'm here to tell you, the show wasn't bad. It was not bad at all. I thoroughly enjoy it, and I'm going to continue to watch it. So, there, how about that?
Comic Shop Entertainment.
Hello, people. Welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you're seeing my channel, please, I want to ask you to do this one thing, and that is subscribe. By subscribing, you're going to building up my subscribership, which I need, I want, I got to have it. Right now, I'm currently at 1,300, and I desperately want to get to 1,400. So please subscribe, spread the word to your friends and family. Also, hit the notification bell. Every time you hit the notification bell, you will be notified each and every time that I upload any material, any content. You get that little reminder to get a little bell that says, hey, Danny's on. Let me go check him out. Also, what I actually do, you're going to see two things on the screen. One looks like this, thumbs up, which is very positive. Keep that. Click on that. Always click on that. That is a very good thing. The other thing you're going to see looks like this, thumbs down. That's negative. Bad mojo, bad karma. I want you to take that, ball it up, throw it away. Never, ever click on it again as it relates to my channel. Now, last thing I want to ask you to do is please leave a comment. Leave a comment. I'll read those comments. Let it sit in my mind a little bit. Let that marinate in there, and then I send you back a response. Because I appreciate and I want to hear all your thoughts, all your ideas, all your theories, and I want to respond back to you because that's showing me then that I appreciate what you're doing, and I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule in your life to send me a comment. It's really appreciated. Now, let's get into Superman and Lois. This came on last night. 2-hour special was hour and a half. The last 30 minutes was showing how they made it behind the scenes. This is a totally different take on Superman I've never seen. And of course, I was kind of in that little crowd saying, I don't know how that's going to be because actor that plays Superman is Tyler Hoechlin. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. And where I know him from is if you ever watch on MTV Teen Wolf, he was a big part of that. So that's where I really got to know a little bit about Mr. Hoechlin. I think I pronounced his name right. And Lois is played by Elizabeth Tulloch. I've seen her in movies before, not coming to mind off the top of my head. But they got good chemistry. I believe that they're Lois and Clark. But basically what happened is that they had two sons. He's been spending a lot of time saving the world, doing Superman things. And his kids are grown up. They're 14 years old. They're twins. Their names are Joe and John and Joseph. And we see different clips that looks like the most athletic one. I can't think of what his name is. I can't tell them apart now. But he's like throwing the football and he's like breaking ropes. And right now he's 14 and he's a freshman in high school. And he's the first freshman to ever play on a football team as a starting quarterback because he's an athlete. The other kid, not so much. He got social skills, social problems. He's kind of introvert, plays a lot of the games. He just he's kind of hating life a little bit. Well, they go to Smallville because Superman's mother dies. She has a stroke. They go back for the funeral, meet people in town. And Lana, if you remember Lana Lane from Smallville, she's in there, different actress. And her husband's a fireman, but he's very bitter because the town seems to be dying and drying up. And all the people that once lived there had come back there. Also, let me kind of backstep. Clark Kent is laid off from the Daily Planet. The Daily Planet has been bought by some mogul that's secretly taken over different parts of the country, different parts of the world. But he's been laid off. So, and also he's working with Lois's dad, who's like a 4-star general in the army. There's a lot of different things that's happening and going on, and Superman is trying to help. Now, Superman and the dad don't want to tell the boys that he's Superman, but Lois and Clark's mama, Martha, wants the boys to know that they're old enough. But he's very apprehensive because he said, what if they make a mistake? What if something happens? Then everybody will know who I am. So Clark is dead set against it. But once his mother dies, they go to the farm, and of course, they try to find something to go in that barn, which he tells them never go in the barn. There's a lot of stuff in that could hurt them. But they go in the barn. They try to get some kind of router or something. The mother has a router in the top of the barn, Martha. He climbs up there in this poles and stuff, and he falls. Any other human probably would have died from the fall, but he falls, and then the brother tries to go and help him. And these poles, metal poles, steel poles that are tied, of course, the string breaks, and all the poles fall on the two little boys. And they're supposed to be dead. I mean, this is a crazy amount of weight. Well, Clark goes in there, of course, and he lifts the stuff, and they see him, and he see that both of them aren't hurt. So we're thinking that the athletic boy, son, has the powers, but then we come later to find out that the goofy son, or the son that's an introvert and all to himself and got social problems, it has the powers, because he goes to a party, gets mad, they start beating up the brother and stuff and him, and he uses his heat vision and causes a fire. So I'm going a little bit too fast. Before all that happens, they figure out that something's up with Clark. So they go into the barn, and of course they find the spaceship. Spaceship gives them some kind of rock when they touch it and stuff, because I guess it has their DNA. And then they confront Clark at the farm with Lois. And they don't believe he's Superman when Clark tells them that he's Superman, but he takes off his glasses and he lifts up the truck and he's flying and stuff. And they see that he's Superman, and they're upset at first. But then as the story goes and goes, they come to terms with it. And at the end of the show, like they're cool with it. Now, before all that happens, Clark is fighting this man, this invisible man that's going around to different fusion reactors and causing them to almost blow up. There's been like 3 or 4, and they can't figure out who it is because he's invisible. And he wears a lead suit, so Clark can't see him. So Superman can't see him. So Superman he follows the leads and stuff, and he figures out where the next place he's going to be at. And he goes there, and the guy talks to him, but he stays invisible because his suit's made out of lead. He can't see him. And then he starts to fight Superman, and he's just as strong as Superman and stuff. And at one part, he has a kryptonite knife, and he sticks it in Superman's chest. And way up in space where they're fighting, Superman starts to fall down. And then some kind of way he hears Lois and stuff and his boys, because they're kind of in trouble. And he's able to pull the kryptonite out and stop himself from falling. And he flies to where the boy, his son, just start the fire with his heat vision. And they take him home and stuff. And he's telling them that he can teach him how to control his powers and stuff. That his powers are manifesting a little bit different than his, but he can help him through that process. So we fast forward to Clark and Lois decide they want to stay on the farm, and they got to buy back the farm from the bank because Martha had borrowed so much money from the bank to help different people in Smallville stay afloat. But when she died, either they had to buy it back, they would get a profit, or Clark would have an opportunity to pay for it. So he's choosing to pay for it. So like they're going to stay in Smallville. Then they shoot us back to the guy that he was fighting. And he goes, it looks like the Fortress of Solitude, but it's somewhere in the Arctic. And his ship is sitting on the mountain. And he flies into the ship. And he walks into the ship, and the computer's talking to him. And he pulls off his helmet, and we see a bald head. And the ship says, are you ready to go, Captain Luthor? So it's Lex Luthor, or one of his descendants. That's what I took from it. That's how it goes off. So it's a different take on the traditional Superman, but it does not suck. Now, if you want to see something that sucks, watch Batwoman. If you want to see something that sucks, watch what's the name of that show? God, I hate when Cloak and Dagger. That sucks. Okay? But this Superman does not suck. All I ask is that y'all give it a chance. Watch the first episode. If you're not impressed, you ain't lost nothing but 1 hour and 30 minutes. You can get that back anytime. But I'm telling you, I was impressed with it. I liked it. It's a different take. And we always asking about different takes. I want to watch something different. I'm tired of seeing this. I'm tired of seeing this origin story. Well, they give you something different because I've never seen this before. Based on the first story, it has my attention. So I'm giving this first episode a strong B plus to A. It can also be better because some of the special effects are a little off, but I've seen worse. But tell me what you think in your comments below. Please, please, please leave a comment. I want to hear what you're thinking about this. And man, I'm telling you, Tuesday nights, well, it came on last night at 8 o'clock. Next Tuesday, The Flash is coming on. So I'm not sure when the next show is going to come back on. But I'll be watching for it. It's on the CW. Like they showed The Flash, which comes back on next Tuesday at 8 o'clock or maybe 9 o'clock. And they also show Stargirl, which is coming back on this summer. So make sure you support your superheroes on the CW. They're not as bad as you think. Some of them are. I'll give you one or two. Batwoman is hard to watch. I'll give you that. Cloak and Dagger, very hard to watch. I'll give you that. Legends of Tomorrow after season 3, pretty hard to watch. But Arrowverse, Black Adam, not Black Adam, but Black Lightning and Flash are awesome shows. And I'm going to put this based on what I seen last night in that same category. So like again, before I go, tell me what you think in the comments below. And I look forward to hearing from you. Until next time, peace.
Comic Shop Entertainment.